Hello, everybody. As I mentioned, today on Facebook again, I will make the video of twin flames. What happens in the beginning? What is trigger all this? A lot of people ask me, did I'm on a twin flame? Did I do these things? What causes all that? What is your overview of this? And there is actually three magical questions that start popping on you before you awaken, before you even meet your twin flame, before you even get into it. And I'm gonna go to those three questions that they're coming and popping up on the front of you, because those three questions leads you to your twin flame. Usually there is that part of your life when you I can't do these things anymore, that I've done it, I'm not in a place where I am, I'm looking for something else. And one of the questions that triggers that is actually, I want to be happy. You stop worrying about what kind of car you drive. You stop worrying about what house you have. You stop worrying about anything else. The only thing that you're gonna want in life is you want to be happy. But what is the truly happiness is? It's happiness, the one that it's within the soul. Usually that comes into you to tell you that you need to look someplace else to be happy, because whatever you've done in your lifetime right now, you're not satisfied. You haven't not achieved something. You looking for something out there, because probably of this time that you ask that question, I want to be happy, you already realize that whatever you've done in your life is not the fully happiness. Another question that you're also asking yourself before you meet your twin is, I want to go home. All of a sudden, you're probably gonna be walking out. You're gonna be just out of the blue. You're just gonna say, "I want to go home," and you're like, "Why did I say this? And what is the home?" Well, home is not actually the place that you live. Home is not actual the things that you do inside of your house, apartment, and place where you live. Home is actually when you meet your twin, when the two portions of the soul meet each other, when Adam meet Eve. And when you get together with them, you actually home. You're home when you find a peace for your soul. That is the second question, because that triggers you to look at it inside of yourself about what home is, so you can make the realizations about this. And the third question is that you want to be loved. And when you say you want to be loved, and this says to yourself, you want to be loved in a special way. You feel like you need to be loved in a very different way. Something is missing in you. And those three questions kind of like is gonna keep evolving you, and you're gonna be start awakening, because all those three questions, they coming out from your soul to say, hey, it's time for you to look it up. It's time for you to get out of the box, think out of the box. Hey, there is something's wrong. You're not happy. You need to be happy. The soul is telling you you need to be happy, and that's what you asking the questions. Hey, I just want to be happy. I don't want anything else. I just want to be happy. And that question, so I want to be happy, will comes in, it pops up until you realize that what was your problem in your life. It is the job, it is the things that you've been done as a business, or your relationship, or the way you've been, the way you are into it. That questions, I want to be happy. It's for you to get that completions from inside. And when you meet your twin, those three questions, they kind of like hit home. They all come and get together because this is how you understand that was the three things you've been asking for. It's the one person, and that's your twin flame, which brings the answers for everything that you've been asking for. You've been asking for you to be happy. Your twin flame comes in and looks at you, and you have this gazing, or if you see actually their soul from their eyes, it comes inside of you, which is completes you on that way. You will feel that happiness from them to you. You're gonna be the most happiest person in the world, and even everybody will think that you're crazy, cuckoo, or something happening to you. That completion inside was the answers for your questions. And specifically, I want to be happy. It's the one that first comes in when you meet your twin flame. You're the most happiest and more excitement person onto it. The second questions that your twin flames is answer is, I want to be home. I want to go home. And when you meet your twin flame and you start getting the awakening, there's going to be that part of you that the twin will actually explain it to you inside, that you understand that he's your Adam or she's your Eve, and that brings you home. There is nobody else can bring you home, and that's why the love between the twin flames is it's with the same flame all the time. It doesn't go down, it doesn't go anyplace else. Somebody asked me, well, how come you guys, love those people and for so long time with the same power and the same force? How come you guys have this love for that person that it's constantly, it's like, for instance, I haven't seen her for almost a year and a half. We haven't been doing nothing for almost 2.5, 3 years already. And the love, it's still there. It still exists. Why is that? The reason is that once the love enters the soul, because that's what the soul is actually the love from God that it's put into it. Once that love comes in, that love is actually, it's activated. And because we are souls, that we are in the body, the soul already understands the real love right now, and that love stays all the time. That love is ignited, and that love brings the home, brings you home with that person. You will know that person, you will know anything about them. You will basically will gonna be learn them. It's like a natural is gonna become a psychic. You naturally gonna become a talent of understanding everything. And the third question is, you want to be loved. Now that you want to be loved, it's actually because you already experienced all the loves. You already know what the love is. I mean, you know the mother's love, you know the relatives' love, you know the girlfriend boyfriend love. You already learn to be in a partnership or relationship with a husband or wife. And right now this twin flame comes into you and you don't know what to do. You say you want to be loved, but it's not one of those loves that you already know. This love is something different. This love, it's more powerful, more intense. This love brings something else that you've been seeking for it, but you don't really have the idea what you've been seeking for. And that's why the love within the twin flame comes in and ignites that power inside of the soul. And when it does that, the soul is beginning have its intentional vibrations of love, because the love is so high, the vibrations are very high. And a lot of the twin flames, the only reasons they're getting separate is because they cannot handle the vibrations. They don't know how to manage the vibrations within the soul. This is not like something you can easily all of a sudden navigate. It takes years to control your emotions inside of the soul, because you can basically, with the power within the soul vibrations, you can do very good things. But the force has got some dark side too, so we gotta be very careful what you do with that. Specifically, don't hurt your twin flame. And those three questions at the beginning, you're gonna be asking yourself, why did I'm saying this? Why did it happen? This is because it's a part of the awakening for you. It is that part that never been satisfied in you. That part of you that always been kind of like seeking everything, seeking education, seeking confirmation, seeking synchronizations, approve from something, from somewhere, from someplace, but you never knew what it was until you find the twin flame and you bring that soul love. And then you figure out that everything that you did was actually from your soul. And your soul led you in the road in your journey, so you can understand that. And those three questions will keep coming up into you during your journey as a twin flame. They're the beginning. There will be on every stage you go into it. Every stage you want to be happy, because if you're not happy on whatever stage you are, you learn to trust, to surrender, and to let go and move on to the next stage. But to move on to the next stage, you also have to be happy for what you've done so far and what your lessons are from it. And when you get that lessons from it, then you're like, okay, it's time for me. I learned that lesson. It's time for me to go home. And when you do that, when you do those things, you see that there is another lesson and another lesson and another lesson, and you feel like, well, where is home? When I'm gonna be home? When I'm gonna get with my twin flame? And for a lot of people, I will make another video specifically on this, is because of not properly understanding the twin flame, the ignition, and I will make a video on that. The reason is that the one becomes completely the white side, the other one gets the dark side, the black one, and they kind of like fade away from each other. The one gets very, very powerful, ignite. The other one goes down to the underworld in the darkness and hiding. And they both have to learn the lessons. And the major lessons they need to learn is that they both need each other for their own happiness. And that's why the last lesson of the twin flames is that realizations that they cannot be one without the other. It doesn't matter where they are, with who they are, and how they are with their husband or current relationship. The soul wants its home, and the soul is going to be calling to the other counterpart so they can become together. They can be a one soul. They can find their happiness on it. And to finish it up on this video, whatever it trigger you to become as a twin flame, It's gotta have something to do with one of those three questions. And if you look at it on yourself, in your own story, what that might be, what was the reason that triggered, that can help you to easily navigate your journey as a twin flame. Let's say, like for instance, your thing is, I want to be happy. So you're going to be learning the lessons of happiness. First of all, you're going to be learning to be happy on your own. And the second thing is you're going to be happy of the place that you want to be. The thing that you're going to be calling home right now, it's going to be changed. And the third thing is the way you love is going to be changed in you. I mean, the way of your love, as your understanding, it's going to be much different for it. Because the love, as I say right now, it's much more powerful in the soul. That love exists forever. That's why in all the stories they say happily ever after, because once you get into it with the love within the soul, it's a happily ever after. You can't be more happy than that. I hope that video helps you out. I hope that this can clear some of the things out in the beginning of the twin flames, because the people are asking some questions and they need some answers. And I'm so happy for me and other people that like me out there in the internet who actually coming out in the public and is like, hey, I'm a twin flame. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. And yes, we existing, we helping here. That's what we do, and so on and so on. Because the society have to understand that there is something else out there. There is something better that comes in for a change, and how those changes are coming up. And when the people getting in those changes, what they need to do and how they need to navigate twin flames. Because twin flames is not easy to navigate. It's the most beautiful thing you can ever happen to you. Most beautiful. But it's not easy to navigate simply because we are not exposed to it too much. We did not knew that there is a soul vibrations of love inside of it. We were not exposed to it. But as more we are progressing as the humanity here and with an evolution, we're going to be learning this soul relationships. We're going to be much more powerful on it, and we have a lot of fun. I mean, if you are with the twin flame community, you will find that twin flames is not only about the sadness and oh, I miss my twin, or about this and that. No, we also have a fun that a lot of people will wish to have it, because we dealing with energy, with emotions, and we can be 1,000 miles apart and only say a few words, and the rest of them is just known internally. And it's so funny how that works, right? And you know it, how that is. But again, those are the things that we trigger at the beginning. You wanted to be happy, you wanted to go home, and you wanted to feel loved. And there is nothing wrong with this. Is there completely nothing wrong with this? And if that's your beginning right now, and that's the things that you need to get it done, so be it. You're on your beginning. And I hope that video helped out. Please leave me a comment, and you know what? Be love.